What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. Welcome to episode 338 of Shadows and Pretties. And last episode we talked about was the TV show Kid Songs. Today we are going to look at this 1989 movie, and this movie is called All Dogs Go to Heaven. This is a really good movie from, the 80s. It's a really good film. It's a really well made film. I really like it a lot. So, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what the plot of this movie is about. It stars Burt Reynolds as Charlie B. Barkin. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and explain the plot of this movie and on what it's about. It's a really good Don Bluth movie. So, they do have a sequel to this movie called All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, which I'll review that one eventually. And there is a holiday special, which I'll do that for the holidays. So, yep, you'll be looking forward to that. So, with that being said, and that being the case, the plot is it takes place in 1939 in New Orleans. Charming but unscrumptious Charlie B. Barkin escapes from the dog pound where he was to be put down, but with the help of his best friend Itchy Itchford, and returns to the casino riverboat by the bayou, formerly run by Charlie himself and his business partner, Carface Crawfors. Reluctant to share the profits with Charlie, Crawface has been responsible for Charlie getting committed to the pound and persuades Charlie to leave town with half of the casino's earnings. Charlie agrees, but is later intoxicated during the Mardi Gras and gets killed by a car pushed downhill by Carface and his assistant killer. Charlie is automatically sent to heaven despite not having done any good deeds in his life. A whippet angel explains to him because dogs are inherently good and loyal, all dogs go to heaven and entitled to paradise. Charlie cheats death by stealing a gold pocket watch representing his life and winding it back. As Charlie descends back to Earth, the whippet angel tells him that he can never return to heaven when the watch stops again. He will be sent to hell instead. However, as long as the watch continues to run, Charlie will be immortal. After Charlie reunites with Itchy and plots revenge for him against the rivaling businesses, they discovered that Carface has kidnapped a young orphan girl named Anne Marie for her ability to talk to animals, which proves helpful when betting on races. Charlie rescues her and promises to feed and help her find a family. The next day at the racetrack, Charlie steals a wallet from a couple that they use to talk to Anne Marie and becomes concerned by her rough appearance. Charlie and Itchy use their winnings to build a successful casino in the junkyard where they live. Anne Marie, upon realizing that she's been used, threatens to leave. To persuade her to stay, Charlie brings pizza to a family of poor puppies and their mother, Flo at an abandoned church. While there, Anne Marie becomes angry at Charlie for stealing the wallet. As Charlie has a nightmare in which he is considered to hell, Anne Marie returns the wallet to the couple, Kate and Harold, where they privately discuss adopting her. Charlie arrives and tricks her into leaving with him, but Charlie and Anne Marie narrowly escape by an ambush by Carface and Killer, and hide from an abandoned building. But the ground, however, breaks, and they fall into the lair of the King Gator, a giant infinite alligator. He and Charlie bond over for a love of music, and he lets them go. But Anne Marie catches the pneumonia in the process. Carface and his thugs destroy Charlie's casino and assault Itchy. Injured, Itchy limps back towards the church and confronts Charlie about this and his relationship with Anne Marie, who Itchy thinks it matters more than him. In his exasperation, Charlie loudly proclaims that he is using her and will eventually dump her in the orphanage. A heartbroken Anne Marie overhears the conversation and tearfully runs away before she gets kidnapped by Carface. Charlie follows them to Carface's casino, where he is ambushed by Carface and his thugs. They fight with Charlie and inadvertently starting an oil fire that engulfs the whole structure. Charlie's pain howls from the bites of the summoned King Gator, who chases down and devours Carface. In the chaos, both Anne Marie and the watch fall into the water. Unable to rescue both at the same time, Charlie rescues Anne Marie, places her onto some driftwood, and pushes her to safety. However, the watch stops before you can reach it, ending his life. So Killer finishes by pushing her to shore, where Kate and Harold are waiting with the police and the medical personnel, alongside Itchy, Flo, and the other dogs from New Orleans. Sometime later, Kate and Harold adopt Anne Marie, who has also adopted Itchy. Charlie is having sacrificed himself to save Anne Marie and earns back his place in heaven, and is allowed to return in ghost form to reconcile with Anne Marie, leaving Itchy in her care. Charlie returns to heaven, where the mid-credits scene, Carface actually finally arrives to take his own watch, vowing revenge against the King Gator. As the Whippet Angel chases him and warns him against using it, Charlie reassures the audience that he'll be back, and that's how the movie ends. This is actually a really good movie. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. It's a really good concept and stuff like that. I really like, the character, Charlie. I thought he was a cool character. It's unfortunate that Burt Reynolds passed away in 2018, which was about 5 years ago, but he did the voice of him. He also, did a couple other movies, but he definitely did Charlie Birkin a whole lot. Dom DeLuise played as Itchy. We have Judith Barcy, who unfortunately passed away at a super young age, as Anne Marie. But I definitely have to say there's definitely a lot of good voice acting in this movie. There's definitely a lot of good characters in there. I think everybody did like a really great job in doing this movie. So it's a good film. I personally like it. It's a really good film. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. It's well made in detail. We got good actors and stuff like that, which I really enjoy a whole lot because I thought it was a really good movie. Now, looking at this as a kid, I really enjoyed it, but looking at this as an adult, I definitely have to say it is just as good as from what I remembered. Because I'm looking at it now, I remember this movie just being as good as, it was as a kid. I mean, it's a good movie. I definitely really have to say I enjoy it a whole lot. It's a really good film. I personally like this. So, with that being the case and with that being said, the animation's really good, especially for a Don Bluth film. I really like the animation of this film. I thought it was really well made in detail. I like the concept of this movie. I personally thought it was well made in detail. It's just a really great film. I mean, it's just as good as, other movies like The Land Before Time, American Tail, etc. It's still a really good movie. Now, I know there is a sequel that came out in 1996 called All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. There is a TV series called All Dogs Go to Heaven, the series, that came out in the between 96 and 98, which I'll probably review that in the future. And there was an All Dogs Christmas Carol that came out in 1998. So I might consider doing that in the future for Shadows and Pretties as well. But let's get on with this, what I like about this movie. I like the plot of this movie. I like the animation. I thought it was well made. I like the voice acting. The voice acting did a good job. The plot of it was good. It's just a really good movie for something made in the late 80s. Like, it did have a little bit of a 90s feel to it because of how well made this is. I personally really enjoyed this a whole lot. Now, and with that being the case, and with that being said, I really recommend this movie to anybody who, has not seen this movie. Like, if you've not seen this movie, I highly recommend you see it. It's a really good film. You will not be disappointed. It's a really great film. You'd really enjoy this. So I definitely recommend this to anybody who's never seen this movie. So with that being said and that being the case, like I'm always going to say, this is just simply my own personal opinion. If you disagree with me, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these movies. This is just my own thoughts. I definitely have to say, if you've not seen this movie yet, I highly recommend you go see this movie. It's really good, really well made. You definitely won't be disappointed. So anyway, with that being said and that being the case, What did you guys personally think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what you have done personally to help make this movie a lot better? Feel free to let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you want to follow me on Twitter, link to my Twitter account will be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on there. If you want to go follow me on DeviantArt, link to my DeviantArt will be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on there. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my backup channel known as Ms. Dark Shigo, as link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I'll see you all next time.